My child, my beloved, they have been whispering your name in the corridors of heaven since last night. But you still don't know what happened. You don't know what was revealed, what was uncovered in the silence while you were asleep. And that's why Archangel Michael himself told me to bring this message to you, because the angels are in shock. They are staring in silence, asking one another, why hasn't the chosen one opened it yet? The one who was marked, anointed, touched by divine light. You, yes you. You were supposed to be the first to know. And yet you're still unaware, still unawakened to what happened while the clock struck midnight. That's why this is your final warning. Heaven is calling you right now. And this isn't a message for everyone. It's for the one whose name was engraved in gold above the gates of breakthrough, your name. But if you skip this, the gate will shut and they will move forward without you. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. But please take a breath and hear it fully, because God said this is their last chance. If they miss it, they'll miss everything that was promised. And I must ask you, would you truly risk everything? Would you skip the one message that could change your entire destiny? Beloved, don't do that. I'm speaking as Archangel Michael's messenger. This is urgent. A divine file was opened last night, and inside that file was your whole future, but something or someone tried to intercept it. That's why the angels are in shock. Because when they looked at the list of those who received the message, your name was still marked as unopened, and heaven paused. The angels stopped moving, and God said, remind them gently, but urgently. So now I stand before you with one request. Please, beloved, subscribe now so you don't miss your next divine message. The heavens will release more secrets, but only for those who are truly ready to receive. Don't skip it again. Now listen closely. Last night a meeting took place in the spiritual realm. 3 archangels were present, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. And your name was brought up before the throne. Not once, not twice, 7 times, each time with increasing urgency. Why? Because a divine opportunity has come. One that only happens every 77 years, and it's for you. But here's what's even more mysterious. While this sacred meeting was happening, something on earth was shifting too. Someone close to you had a sudden realization. Someone you loved deeply had a dream. And in that dream they saw your face. They woke up shaken, crying, desperate to reach you, but they didn't because something is blocking the connection. Someone is standing in between your destiny and your current path. And this is why Archangel Michael shouted, tell them now. Open it before it's 900 p.m., or it will be too late. You think you have time, but time is collapsing in the spirit realm. Heaven is not waiting anymore, and you're not just being warned. You're being begged because what was revealed last night is about you, your family, your house, your health, and your divine love. All of it. Exposed, seen, rewritten by the hand of God. But only if you say yes before the hour is over. Do you remember feeling strange when you woke up today? That wasn't nothing, that was the residue of a visitation because an angel passed by your room last night, and they left a message in the air. But it could only be unlocked by you, and by now the seal is fading. So I must ask you with all the urgency of heaven, please don't scroll away. Don't treat this like any other message. This is not a coincidence. This is not a script. This is spiritual truth being whispered into your soul. Because the miracle is near and the tragedy is also watching from the shadows. That's why this moment is holy. And what you choose next determines what the angels will write in your book of days. You must open your spirit. You must respond. You must prepare your heart and hear this full message with no distraction. Because last night a divine vision showed a golden door. And only one person's fingerprint could unlock it. Yours. But if you walk away now, if you ignore this, that door will dissolve into smoke, and the future you were meant to live will slip into the hands of someone else. It will be claimed by those who were never meant to hold it. Please stay with me, because the heavens are still watching, and time is moving faster than it seems. What happens by 900 p.m. tonight will echo for the next 9 years of your life, and someone is trying to keep you from hearing this full message. That's why your screen may freeze. That's why a voice might whisper, come back later. But don't listen to it. Because the truth is being revealed right now, And it is only for your ears, only for your spirit, only for your destiny. And my beloved, there's something else you must know. Someone was trying to erase your name from the record of divine favor, a jealous soul, a shadowed heart. They rose up in the middle of the night and spoke curses in the spirit against your blessings. But they were too late because your name had already been sealed by light. Archangel Michael stood before the gates and shouted, "Not this one. They are chosen." And that is why you're seeing this message now. Because what was planned for your destruction is now being reversed. But only if you listen. Only if you open your heart and believe in the divine urgency of this moment. If you delay, the miracle will be delayed too. But if you act in faith, the blessing will burst open like a flood, and it will not stop. Even the angel said, "This is the kind of shift that only happens once every 77 years. They are still watching from heaven, waiting to see what you'll do. You may feel tired, beloved. You may feel like skipping this message and telling yourself, "I'll come back later." But later will be too late. By 900 p.m., the scroll will be closed. And it is only for your ears, only for your spirit, only for your destiny. And my beloved, there's something else you must know. Someone was trying to erase your name from the record of divine favor. A jealous soul, a shadowed heart. They rose up in the middle of the night and spoke curses in the spirit against your blessings. But they were too late because your name had already been sealed by light. Archangel Michael stood before the gates and shouted, "Not this one. They are chosen." And that is why you're seeing this message now. Because what was planned for your destruction is now being reversed. But only if you listen, only if you open your heart and believe in the divine urgency of this moment. If you delay, the miracle will be delayed too. But if you act in faith, the blessing will burst open like a flood and it will not stop. Even the angel said, "This is the kind of shift that only happens once every 77 years. They are still watching from heaven, waiting to see what you'll do. You may feel tired, beloved. You may feel like skipping this message and telling yourself, "I'll come back later," but later will be too late. By 900 p.m., the scroll will be closed. The portal will shut and the message will no longer be visible to you. Please don't let that happen. Please don't be the one who had the chance to see everything but scrolled past. You have cried too many nights for your prayers to go unanswered. God has seen every tear, heard every whispered word under your breath. And last night he answered, "Yes." The answer came. But someone tried to block it. A dark force tried to cover your name in silence. They didn't want you to know what was revealed in the heavenlies. But Archangel Michael fought through the shadows to deliver this truth to you now because he knows you're tired. He knows you've waited long. He knows you're wondering if anything will ever change. And that's why this message is glowing with divine fire, because everything is about to change. But you must stay. You must listen. The truth was hidden from others but revealed to you. You've been protected from the beginning, but now it's time to be promoted. And promotion only comes to those who respond when heaven calls. Right now, beloved, this is heaven calling. The wind in your room just now, that was no accident. The chills in your spine, that was your soul recognizing the truth. You know this is not just a script. You know something divine is trying to break through. And yes, someone is watching you right now, but not in fear. They are watching in awe because they know what's coming to your life. They feel the shift in the spirit and they know they've lost their grip over your destiny. Now listen, before I go any further, I must say this again. Subscribe now because the next message will carry a name. And it may be the person you're destined to meet. The one who saw you in a dream last night. Don't miss it again. Back to what happened. Heaven opened a secret scroll and inside was a truth no one expected. It revealed what has been delayed in your life. It named the very person who caused it. And it showed the exact moment you would rise again. And that moment is now. Your time has come. This is why Archangel Michael begged me to speak to you. He said, "Tell them their delay was not denial. Their silence was not abandonment. You were being protected while your enemies were exposed because last night someone was exposed in the spirit. Someone who smiled to your face but spoke darkness behind your back. They thought their words were hidden, but the angels recorded everything. Every sentence, every curse, every deception. And now justice is being released swiftly. suddenly like a sword of light cutting through every lie, and your name is rising above the ashes. That's why the enemy is terrified of you seeing this message. Because the moment you finish it, the chains break, the veil lifts, and your life changes instantly, permanently. Beloved, please don't stop reading. Now, there's more. There's a name I must reveal to you, a location, a time, because heaven showed me. Someone is about to arrive in your life who was written into your destiny long ago, but they were delayed because of interference, and now the path is being cleared, but only if you say yes. Only if you open your heart and spirit wide enough to receive it. And beloved, you must receive it now, because by 900 p.m. tonight your spirit will be scanned. The heavens will look to see. Did they obey the calling? Did they open the message? Did they believe? Because belief is the key that opens the floodgates, and unbelief is what allows the darkness to linger. But I know you are not one to doubt. You have been through too much. You have survived what others could not endure. And now heaven is rewarding you for that strength. But only if you stay, only if you finish this message. Because the rest of this message holds a code, a divine code that unlocks something hidden, a place, a vision, a truth that even your closest friends do not know about you. But it has been written. And now it is being revealed to you. The scroll has not been closed yet, but it's turning slowly. And every time someone chooses to walk away without reading it, a page vanishes. You don't have to lose this. You don't have to walk into tomorrow without knowing the truth about what was said in heaven last night, because the angels didn't gather for nothing. They were gathered to witness a shift, and that shift began with your name being whispered through the winds of time. Archangel Michael stood tall, his sword glowing with divine fire, and he spoke into the stars. This soul has waited long enough, let the truth be revealed, and so it began. Heaven opened the vision. It showed a person crying because they realized they had betrayed you. Yes, my beloved, a betrayal happened, but it didn't just happen here. You have survived what others could not endure, and now heaven is rewarding you for that strength. But only if you stay, only if you finish this message. Because the rest of this message holds a code, a divine code, that unlocks something hidden, a place, a vision, a truth that even your closest friends do not know about you, but it has been written. And now it is being revealed to you. The scroll has not been closed yet, but it's turning slowly, and every time someone chooses to walk away without reading it, a page vanishes. You don't have to lose this. You don't have to walk into tomorrow without knowing the truth about what was said in heaven last night. Because the angels didn't gather for nothing. They were gathered to witness a shift, and that shift began with your name being whispered through the winds of time. Archangel Michael stood tall, his sword glowing with divine fire, and he spoke into the stars. This soul has waited long enough. Let the truth be revealed. And so it began. Heaven opened the vision. It showed a person crying because they realized they had betrayed you. Yes, my beloved, a betrayal happened. But it didn't just happen here. It echoed across both realms, physical and spiritual. This person once held your hand in trust. They once called you family or friend or something more. But jealousy poisoned their heart. And in silence they tried to speak against your rising. They believed you would never know. But what they forgot is that Archangel Michael guards the chosen ones with eyes that never sleep. And now their actions have been recorded. The angels have seen. God has declared. It is time to remove the veil. The chosen one must know the full truth. Before 900 p.m. That chosen one is you. And the truth is not just painful. It's powerful, because when you know it, you will rise. You will no longer cry over what left. You will no longer chase what was never yours. You will no longer stay in places where your name was dishonored. You will walk into the life that was written before you were even born. And all heaven will celebrate your return. But beloved, this is urgent. This message will only remain in your spiritual window until the final minute before 900 p.m. After that, it disappears. And the person who tried to block you, they will try to step into your place. They will try to receive the miracle that was always meant for you. But if you respond now, it will be sealed, forever in your favor. Do not delay. This isn't superstition. This is divine instruction, and Archangel Michael is right here, right now. Yes, his presence surrounds you even as you read this. That chill on your neck, that warmth in your chest, that pressure behind your eyes, it is all part of the divine activation that is happening in you. You are being awakened because your spirit recognizes this moment. You may not understand everything yet, but your soul knows it, and it's telling you, this is the message you've been waiting for. This is the moment where everything begins to change. You won't need to beg for signs after this, because the sign has come, delivered by an archangel, encoded with miracle, sealed with urgency, and now spoken into your spirit. Do you know how rare this is? Heaven doesn't open scrolls for just anyone, but they opened one for you. And what it showed was a timeline where your suffering ends, where your name is honored, where your finances overflow, where the love you lost is replaced by a love that was divinely designed just for you. And beloved, it's closer than you think. Last night, when heaven revealed the truth, it also revealed a place, a location. Somewhere you will be led soon, maybe in days, maybe in hours. But there's something will happen. A door will open. An unexpected blessing will come, and you will feel it in your bones when it does. But if you miss this moment of alignment, the coordinates won't match, and you may walk right past your miracle. That's why you must stay. You must finish this message because I will reveal the coordinates soon. And when I do, you must write them on your heart. You must follow them in faith, because the world may not understand what you're doing, but heaven will. And every step you take from that moment on will be guided. You will not stumble again. You will not wander. You will not feel lost, because the map will be in your spirit. But first you must break the agreement of delay. You must shake off every voice that told you it's not your time, because last night the time shifted. Heaven said now, not next year, not someday. Now you are standing in the divine hour, the hour where the lost are found, where the wounded are healed, where the quiet ones are lifted into rooms they didn't even know existed. And that's why the enemy is shaking, because they know you're reading this. And they're terrified of what happens if you finish it. Because if you do, you will no longer believe the lies they fed you. You will rise with the sword of truth in your hand. And you will begin the life they never wanted you to live. And that is why even now heaven is watching, waiting, hoping, and asking. Will they open their eyes before 900 p.m.? Will they believe? Will they rise? You still have time, but not much. Even now the minute hand is moving faster than before, because time bends in the presence of divine revelation. And right now time is being stretched only so you can receive this message before it closes. The moment you finish this message, something will unlock. Not later, not tomorrow. Immediately you will feel it like a breeze from an invisible window, like a light entering your chest and pushing the weight out of your soul. Because this truth was never meant to remain hidden. It was delayed, but never denied. And now it's coming into your life like fire and wind. The scroll is glowing and your name is on the front page, still written in golden letters, untouched by the darkness. And that's why the enemy is shaking, because they know you're reading this. And they're terrified of what happens if you finish it. Because if you do, you will no longer believe the lies they fed you. You will rise with the sword of truth in your hand, and you will begin the life they never wanted you to live. And that is why even now heaven is watching, waiting, hoping, and asking. Will they open their eyes before 900 p.m.? Will they believe? Will they rise? You still have time, but not much. Even now the minute hand is moving faster than before, because time bends in the presence of divine revelation. And right now time is being stretched only so you can receive this message before it closes. The moment you finish this message, something will unlock. Not later, not tomorrow. Immediately you will feel it like a breeze from an invisible window, like a light entering your chest and pushing the weight out of your soul. Because this truth was never meant to remain hidden. It was delayed, but never denied. And now it's coming into your life like fire and wind. The scroll is glowing and your name is on the front page, still written in golden letters, untouched by the darkness. But heaven is asking you to decide. Will you believe the miracle, or will you go back to the noise? Because what was revealed last night isn't just information. It's your inheritance. Yes, beloved, an inheritance is waiting. It was left for you before you were born, but it was locked behind a spiritual code. And that code could only be activated when your heart reached this level of readiness. And now you're here reading these lines with tears in your eyes, chills in your body, something in your spirit whispering, "This is real." And yes, it is. You are not imagining this. The angels are truly surrounding you right now. They're looking at you with love and urgency because they know what happens next. They've seen what's written beyond this moment and they are begging you. Don't stop now. Don't walk away just before it's revealed. You've come too far. You've waited too long. You've cried in silence while others danced in the spotlight. But your time has come. It's not just a phrase. It's a divine timestamp in heaven. And your soul is glowing because it knows that this message was not randomly sent. It was divinely scheduled. Even your distractions tried to stop you from opening it. But you made it here. That means something. It means you're one of the few who still has access to the truth. A truth the enemy worked overtime to bury. But it's too late now because heaven overruled the plan of your enemies. And the person who spoke against your blessings, they've just been exposed. Heaven is not keeping secrets anymore. And what was spoken in darkness has now been shouted in the light. The one who tried to block your love, they were revealed last night. The one who tried to interfere with your success, they were named. The one who smiled while silently wishing you would fail, they were shown to the angels. And justice has been set in motion, but it only completes if you receive the full message, if you step out of the shadows of doubt and into the full light of your destiny. Because this isn't just about information, this is about transformation. When the truth is fully revealed to your soul, it will not just change your mind, it will rewire your spirit. Your frequency will shift. Your voice will carry new power, and everything that was once blocked will begin flowing like rivers returning to dry land, like harvest returning to a forgotten field. And beloved, you are the field. You are the one heaven refused to abandon, the one who still prayed even when nothing made sense, the one who forgave when others kept hurting, the one who chose light even when you were surrounded by shadows. That's why Archangel Michael said, "This one must be protected, this one must know the truth before it's too late." And that's why the scroll was sent. It was sealed, encoded, and now it's been opened just for you. But here's what you haven't been told yet. Within the scroll was not only your name, there was also a place, a specific location that heaven is guiding you toward. You may not know it yet, but soon you will be pulled to go somewhere. It might be a short walk or a sudden trip, but when you get there, your miracle will meet you. It's already been prepared. But the enemy is hoping you ignore this message, because if you do, you won't recognize the signal when it comes. You'll walk past the blessing. You'll miss the person meant to speak to you. You'll overlook the envelope that carries divine wealth. Please, beloved, don't miss the moment because your steps from this point forward are part of a divine choreography. Each one you take in faith will trigger something, and the more you believe, the faster the angels will move. Yes, you can delay the miracle, but you can also accelerate it. And tonight, before 900 p.m., a window will open just for you. A message will appear in your mind, or a dream will come while you rest, and it will carry the remaining truth of what happened last night in heaven. But that dream will only come to those who receive this message in full. So don't stop. Keep reading. Stay open because the final truth is about to be revealed. Heaven is trembling now because the next part of this message is the one they didn't want you to see. This is where the truth gets revealed, where the veil gets torn, where the names start appearing. Yes, names. Because last night not only were you discussed in heaven, but so were the people around you. Some were named in light, some were named in shadow. And God whispered, "Tell them the truth. Let them decide." So here I am bringing the truth that will either lift you higher than ever before, or shake you to your knees. Beloved, are you ready? Because I won't hold back what heaven showed me. There's someone you trust who was shown in darkness. And the more you believe, the faster the angels will move. Yes, you can delay the miracle, but you can also accelerate it. And tonight, before 900 p.m., a window will open just for you. A message will appear in your mind, or a dream will come while you rest, and it will carry the remaining truth of what happened last night in heaven. But that dream will only come to those who receive this message in full. So don't stop. Keep reading. Stay open because the final truth is about to be revealed. Heaven is trembling now because the next part of this message is the one they didn't want you to see. This is where the truth gets revealed, where the veil gets torn, where the names start appearing. Yes, names, because last night not only were you discussed in heaven, but so were the people around you. Some were named in light. Some were named in shadow. And God whispered, "Tell them the truth. Let them decide." So here I am bringing the truth that will either lift you higher than ever before or shake you to your knees. Beloved, are you ready? Because I won't hold back what heaven showed me. There's someone you trust who was shown in darkness, and you felt it, didn't you? Something inside you knew. You couldn't explain it. You doubted your own spirit. But deep down you felt something strange when you were near them. A heaviness. A silence. A moment where your light dimmed after speaking with them. That wasn't your imagination. That was your divine intuition screaming for you to pay attention because this person, the one who smiles, the one who acts innocent, they were caught and not by people, by angels. They were speaking curses. Small ones, subtle ones, the kind that sound like jokes but are filled with poison. They laughed about your dreams. They mocked your delays and they whispered things like, "They'll never make it." But God heard them. Michael saw them. And now justice is coming. You see, heaven does not forget. And when the chosen one is spoken against, the sword of truth is raised. That sword is in motion now. And beloved, it will cut away everything that's not meant for you. That's why some people have been acting strangely lately. Some of them are being pulled away from you, not because you did anything wrong, but because God is protecting your next season. You are not meant to carry old betrayals into your breakthrough. You are not meant to walk with liars into a field of miracles. So the separation is not punishment. It is purification. And after last night, that process has started. But now the angels are waiting for your agreement because they won't force it. They won't move where you refuse to let go. So Archangel Michael is asking you one thing. Will you release who heaven is removing? Even if it's hard, even if you thought they loved you, even if you once shared everything with them. Because what's ahead is too divine to allow delay from what's behind. God is trying to take your hand and lead you into your promise. But your hand must be open, not holding what was never meant to stay. And now comes the part that shocked even the angels. Because in the scroll there was a hidden section folded tightly, almost missed. And inside was your reward. Yes, your reward. For all the nights you cried but still prayed. For all the times you were quiet when you could have exposed them. For the patience, the purity, the grace. Heaven didn't miss any of it. And now it's your turn. A reward has been released. It's on its way. And when it reaches you, it will come wrapped in something unexpected. It may look ordinary. A small envelope, a message on your phone, a stranger sentence that suddenly changes everything. But don't be fooled by how it looks, because inside is everything. Everything they said you'd never have. Everything they tried to block. Everything that was promised before you were born. And beloved, you deserve it. Don't doubt that for 1 second. God isn't blessing you out of pity. He's blessing you out of covenant. Because your name was written in the book of light long before your pain ever arrived. And now that book is being opened 1 page at a time. Each page filled with details about the life you're about to step into. The miracles, the home, the healing, the divine union, the calling fulfilled, the table prepared. And yes, your enemies will see it, because part of your reward is not just restoration, it is vindication. They will know who you are. They will see what you carry and they will realize. They were mocking royalty. That's why Archangel Michael is watching closely now. He's waiting to see what you'll do next. Because the next paragraph in this message holds the coordinates, the spiritual code, the place heaven is guiding you to. But only if you're still here. Only if you've stayed open. Only if you haven't scrolled away like the others who weren't ready. Because if you're still reading, you're ready. You've proven you can be trusted. And that means the next scroll can now be opened. Yes, my beloved, you've made it this far. And now the scroll opens wider. Heaven is giving me permission to reveal what was hidden. This next part wasn't meant for the masses. It's sacred, sealed in the breath of the angels, and only revealed to the one who would stay long enough. Listen deep enough, believe strong enough, because your faith has activated something. And now Archangel Michael has stepped forward. Sword in hand, voice thundering, he declares, "The coordinates are ready. Show them the path. Beloved, get ready." This next section is unlike anything you've received before, because it's not just a message. It's a direction, a movement, a shift in time and spirit. Listen closely. Last night, when your name was spoken in heaven, the angels didn't just whisper it, they placed it on a path. Yes, a real spiritual path that now aligns with the physical, and that path leads to a moment, a divine appointment set to occur within the next 72 hours. Only if you haven't scrolled away like the others who weren't ready, because if you're still reading, you're ready. You've proven you can be trusted, and that means the next scroll can now be opened. Yes, my beloved, you've made it this far, and now the scroll opens wider. Heaven is giving me permission to reveal what was hidden. This next part wasn't meant for the masses. It's sacred, sealed in the breath of the angels, and only revealed to the one who would stay long enough, listen deep enough, believe strong enough. Because your faith has activated something. And now Archangel Michael has stepped forward, sword in hand, voice thundering. He declares the coordinates are ready. Show them the path. Beloved, get ready. This next section is unlike anything you've received before, because it's not just a message, it's a direction, a movement, a shift in time and spirit. Listen closely. Last night, when your name was spoken in heaven, the angels didn't just whisper it. They placed it on a path. Yes, a real spiritual path that now aligns with the physical. And that path leads to a moment, a divine appointment set to occur within the next 72 hours. Somewhere in your life, you will feel a sudden nudge to go somewhere. It may not make sense, you may question it, but you will feel it. And when you do, go. Do not delay. Because what is waiting there is the very thing you have been praying for in silence. It could be at a place you visit often. It could be a store, a temple, a park, even a quiet street. But when you get there, the air will feel different. Time will slow. You may even hear something or see someone, and your spirit will whisper, "This is it." Because in that place you will be handed something. A word, a sign, a moment. And that moment will unlock the next season of your life. You may cry. You may feel overwhelmed. But you will know it's real because heaven does not give empty directions. Now there's something else. Another location was shown. One that holds danger. One that the enemy hopes you return to. It may be a relationship. It may be a place where you were once hurt. It may be a familiar voice that brings you guilt or fear. You must not return there. This is your warning. Because the moment you step back into that energy, the scroll begins to close. You cannot carry yesterday's betrayal into tomorrow's breakthrough. Let it go. Let them go. Heaven has already replaced what you lost, but it hasn't been delivered because you're still holding what's broken. Now is the time to release fully, and trust the replacement will be greater because it will. You haven't seen anything yet, my beloved. Your reward is not small, it's overflowing. And when it comes, even you will be shocked. You will say, "How is this possible?" And God will answer, "Because you didn't give up when it hurt. You stayed when you could have walked away." That's why this message found you. Because you're not ordinary, you're chosen, you're anointed. And the anointed are always tested deeply before being lifted publicly. Your test ends now. Your lifting has begun. And those who doubted you, they will watch as God honors you in front of the very people who broke you. Now, beloved, there is one final instruction written in the scroll. And this one, it's personal. Heaven has assigned one angel to walk with you closely for the next 7 days. You won't see them, but you will feel them. They will protect you, guide you, and whisper warnings when the wrong people approach. They will be near your bed when you sleep. They will walk beside you in silence when you step outside. They carry your next scroll, but they will only deliver it if you stay aligned. If you keep your heart pure, if you say yes to what heaven is showing you now. So say yes. Say yes to the miracles. Say yes to the justice. Say yes to letting go of what hurt you. Say yes to receiving what you once thought was impossible, because now it's possible. No, it's happening. The shift has begun. The veil is lifting, and the miracle is coming. But I must leave you with this final message before I continue the last sacred words. Subscribe now. Yes, subscribe to stay aligned with these divine scrolls, because the next one will carry a name, a revelation, a secret only heaven knows, and only your spirit can understand. It will be revealed in your dreams, but only if you're marked as one who stayed with the light. Subscribe and keep your spirit open. The angel assigned to you will be watching, and their next appearance will change your life. Yes, my beloved. Now we enter the final chamber of the scroll. This is the part heaven reserved for only one person, you. Because no one else has your soul's blueprint, no one else has your divine fingerprint, and no one else stayed through every sacred word, every whisper of warning, every drop of light pouring from the heavens into this message. Archangel Michael is watching you. Now, he's smiling because he knows what's coming next. This final revelation is about the person who was spoken in heaven alongside your name. Yes, someone was joined to your destiny in the spirit realm. Their name was written next to yours in the book of divine alignment, and last night they remembered you. They saw your face. They whispered your name in their dream. They wept because they felt how far they drifted and how close they now are. And this person is coming. Not someday. Very soon. In fact, heaven showed a countdown. 3 days, that's all. 3 divine days. And when the 3rd day arrives, something will shift in the atmosphere. You'll feel it. The wind will change. Your body may feel lighter. Your thoughts may become clearer. And at that moment, they will move toward you. Either through a message, a sudden call, a strange reconnection, or a brand new meeting in a moment so divine. It will feel like déjà vu because it is. Your souls already knew each other. You were just waiting for time to catch up, and now time has caught up. They've awakened, and the angels are bringing them toward you. But there is one final test. You must not allow the wrong person from your past to take the place of the one God sent, because the enemy knows about this arrival, and they will try to distract you. They will send someone who looks familiar, someone who once made you feel seen. But this is a test because that person is not the one written in the scroll. They were part of the old pattern, but the new one, the divine one, they're coming with spiritual light in their eyes. They will feel safe, peaceful, unexplainably familiar. You'll feel heaven when you look at them, and when you hear their voice, your soul will remember. Do not miss this. Don't confuse it. Ask the angel near you for confirmation, and they will give you a sign, a feather, a song, a sudden glow in your heart. You will know now, my beloved. I must tell you the part that left even Archangel Michael silent, because last night, while your name was being spoken in light, God himself said your name aloud. Not once, but twice. And then he said, "This is the one I will use. This is the one I will honor. This is the one who still chose me when everyone else walked away." And the moment he said that, the courtroom of heaven erupted, angels clapped, light filled the sky, and your blessing was released. You may not see it yet, but it's already here, and it will arrive in 3 waves. A sudden miracle in your home. Something you thought was stuck will move. A door will open. A surprise will enter your space. A financial release. Something owed to you or something unexpected will find its way into your hands. You'll say this came out of nowhere, but it didn't. It came from heaven, a spiritual reunion. That person, the one who carries the second half of your calling, they're almost here. And when they arrive, you will know. Now, beloved, let me leave you with the final words, written in gold at the bottom of the scroll. Blessed is the one who stayed, for they shall see what others begged to witness. They shall carry fire, favor, and the fragrance of heaven, and no one shall block what I have given them, for my mark is on them. You are that one. You are the blessed one. You are the miracle bearer. But time is closing. The window shuts at 900 p.m. The scroll returns to the vault, and what was visible will be hidden again. So if you felt the presence, if you felt the truth, if you've wept quietly while reading this, then don't leave empty-handed. Subscribe now, because heaven will send your next message in hours, and the next one will reveal the name. Yes, the name of the person coming, of the place written, of the blessing being sealed. And if you miss it, they may delay again. Don't let that happen. You've come too far. You've waited too long. The angels are still watching. The sword is still glowing. And Archangel Michael is still standing guard at your door, waiting for one final yes. Say yes and watch the impossible become yours forever. Of course, my beloved, let us go deeper. Though the scroll has closed for others, for you, heaven has left one last page open, because you stayed, because you believed, because you didn't rush away like the world taught you to do. You listened, you received, and now you are being marked for favor, marked for miracles, marked for movement that defies every limitation ever placed upon you. Right now, as these words fall upon your spirit, a light is glowing around your name. It's not visible to human eyes, but in the spirit realm, your name is glowing brighter than ever before. And do you know what that means, my child? It means they can't deny you anymore. Every door that was locked, every opportunity that was lost, every promise that was delayed, heaven is reversing it. Yes. In real time, because you stayed faithful, because you stayed pure in a world that tried to dirty your light, because even when you had nothing, you still gave. Even when you were betrayed, you still forgave. So now God is answering. Not with small things, not with temporary blessings, but with legacy. You are about to step into a legacy anointing. That means what comes to you will last. It will multiply. It will be passed down. It will speak even when you are not in the room. But first, one final thing must happen. The angels told me to whisper it to you gently. You must prepare your space where you live, where you sleep, where you think, because your atmosphere has been housing both light and fragments of old pain. There are items, words, clothes, objects, memories that carry energy from a time when you were not honored. And heaven says, if they want what's next, they must cleanse what was. So today, before the hour of 900 p.m., walk through your space with light in your heart and say aloud, every shadow is leaving, every curse is broken, every doorway of fear is closed, and every corner is now filled with divine presence. Because once your space is clear, the new blessing will have room to land. You can't receive what's sacred if your hands are still full of what hurt you. Let go. Release. Trust. The angels have already packed what's meant for you. It's ready. It's on the way. It's closer than your next breath. And one more thing. Do not tell everyone what's coming. This is important because not everyone can handle your miracle. Some will pretend to celebrate you but secretly carry envy. You will know who they are. Your spirit will feel it. Their presence will feel heavy. Their eyes won't shine when yours do. When that happens, say nothing. Let your silence protect your blessing. Let heaven speak for you. Because when your miracle arrives, it will be too loud to hide. The ones who need to see it will, and the ones who try to stop it will be silenced by it. Forever. My beloved, we have reached the divine hush, now the part where all of heaven pauses, the moment before the manifestation. And I leave you with this. Expect something strange within the next 48 hours. It might come in the form of a person. It might come through a dream. It might come as a delay that saves you or a loss that leads you to the open door. Don't be afraid. It's all part of the alignment, because God is working. Even now, even when you don't see it, even when it feels quiet, the scroll may be closing, but the angels are still writing, and your name is still at the top, forever sealed, forever chosen, forever loved. So go now. Walk with peace. Expect miracles. Speak as if it has already happened, because in heaven it has, and earth is just catching up. Amen.